Hey everybody, Lynn on here with me trying to figure out with us. Oh, look at Sharon Simpson. Woohoo! Sharon is on. It's just 3:01. We're trying to get things set up. Caitlin's trying to teach me stuff. Caitlin's a lot smarter than I am. So she's teaching me how to do things like record this stuff. I don't know, babe. I may be recording it, I may not. So we'll see. We got lots of noise and action here at the Longbar Creative Solutions headquarters, where everyone is crazy and there's always something going on. We have Amazon issues. Let me tell you about where I live. I live in Mount Dora, Florida, where there are always boxes coming from Amazon. I have no idea why. And there are always people coming and going, and there's always barking, and it's probably a box outside for Amazon. I partner will run by consistently during my lives because she wants to kill me. Is really what it comes down to. Daisy! Daisy's on. I see that. We're going to give everybody a couple of minutes before we actually get started. My topic for the day, which is authenticity. We're going to talk every Thursday at about 3 o'clock. We're going to do some sort of a 15-minute talk or so about something to do with what we do here at Longbar Creative Solutions. So just to give you a little overview while I'm hanging out, most of you know who I am. Those of you who are coming on and those of you who will listen later, I suppose. Uh, I am the Vice President of Longbar Creative Solutions. We are a full service marketing, branding, business development company. We do a little bit of everything you need when you're developing a business. And we got a new person. How you going, Tonya? So anyway, Longbar Creative Solutions is located in lovely Mount Dora, Florida. Beautiful little town, lots of lakes. We're in the Lake District in Lake County. They call it that for a reason. There's lakes everywhere. So Longbar, my partner and I, she is the Long, Cindy Long, and I'm Bar Caskey. That's where Longbar comes from. And we believe that we do creative solutions for everyone. If you've got a brand new business, what we do is we kind of help you put that on its up on its pins. We get you everything you need from logos to websites to marketing. Kind of help you walk through what it takes to be in business. If you've got a business that's sort of stalled or wants to go a little bit further, then we try to help you take it to the next level. Some people have like maybe a very small business and they're hoping to make it to medium. They have a medium-sized business, they're hoping to make it to a large business. And some of the things we offer everything from web development and logos and branding and graphics to what I do a lot of, which is ghostwriting. My ghostwriting client, and I'm helping write a book with, Sharon Simpson, is on there. Say hello, Sharon. Hello, Sharon. She's on there already. Sharon came to me with a great idea for a book that she had, was something that happened to her when she was a teenager. She was living in Louisiana, in Morgan City, and she was in high school, and one of her high school companions was actually raped and murdered by a serial killer. And she wasn't the only one. There were five girls and a young man that was involved in that. And Sharon got the idea she wanted to write a fictional story about it and kind of make the whole thing up about the backstory and how this all happened, but use a lot of the real parts of the events and everything that happened in the town. And she knows the town real well. So we pieced together something really fantastic, which will be out, I hope, the end of this month. That's coming out shortly. So let's get started on our topic a little bit. I'm going to ask you a question. And if you know the answer, I'd like you to put the answer in the chat box. Caitlin will be helping out, I think, too. If somebody asks you, do you know who you really are? Do you think you could answer that question? Just tell me yes or no. Say yes or no. Hell yeah, I know who I am. I know exactly what I'm about. Tell me if you know who you really are. Don't all rush at once. Today, we're going to talk about authenticity and what it means with your business, what it means in your life, what it means in terms of your branding, in terms of your marketing your business. All of you probably, I know Daisy has a terrific business that she's starting, and she's very authentic. Daisy, I think, has a pretty good handle on who she is. I don't know Tonio, hello Tonio, but what we find with people often is that they haven't really identified yet who they really are at core. Even those of us that are older and putzing around for years doing some kind of business or another, we think we know who we are. We think we know what we want out of our businesses or out of our life, and we're not 100% sure. And I taught a lot of acting in my time. Caitlin was an acting student of mine. She's my assistant. She's kind of keeping an eye on this for me, um, and became far more a daughter than a student. But I always find that we about acting. We talk about the difference between presenting and being. So if you're an actor, the goal is to stop doing what we call presenting. lots of you go to, if you ever gone to a community theater show, you'll see like people kind of standing up there, and you can tell they're really phony. They're sort of like they're saying the lines and they're super enthusiastic about the line. Oh, blah, 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 blah. And it has this like phony, even on TV. Like sometimes you can see a TV actor, a soap opera actor. Sometimes you'll see that kind of. They're not really embracing the character. They're kind of just presenting the character to you. But a really good actor just becomes that character, just is that person. And when we can do that for ourselves and we can say, well, this is really who I am, and I'm not going to try to be someone else. I'm in sales and I'm not going to try to be a person I'm not. I'm not going to. If I have a very friends who are in real estate and they go out and they put on these crazy like look at me, I'm a realtor, and they're trying so hard to be phony, and that's not who really they really are. When if they really just embraced who they really are, they're going to find the people who want to talk to them, and that's where authenticity comes in. You're not acting in your life because you're actually in your life. You're not an actor, but we have to present ourselves and look at ourselves the way actors do. Kind of, I want to feel comfortable in my skin. I want to know who I am, accept who I am, and present that to people. Let people see that part of me as opposed to presenting someone who I'm not. So if we do that, and that includes everything, if you find out who you are, whatever your situations are, I have a great example of two realtors I worked with years and years ago when I was in real estate many years ago. And there were two women who worked together in a team, Susan and Dolores. Susan was your typical Jersey girl. She was tons of fun. She was very open. She was very free. She was very talkative and fun, 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 fun. Dolores was German and not from New Jersey. She was very, hello, I am from German. She had the very stiff German accent. And they worked as a team. And they brought in two entirely different kinds of people to the mix. And what I found was that they were killing it. I mean, they were freaking killing it in that office because Susan found her tribe. She found people who loved her exuberance. She cursed. She was she would just she let it fly. They go drinking with her, whatever it was. But she had people who loved her. Strangely enough, a lot of the gay community went after her. They really enjoyed her. She wasn't gay at all, but they felt comfortable with her. She had a way about her that made you just feel certain comfortable. Dolores was able to get more of the older people, the more stable. They just wanted that. They wanted very, very professional feeling, no cursing, no, and when you put the two together, they got everybody. They got absolutely everybody. They couldn't lose. It was great, and they were terrific people to work with. I sold a bunch of their listings, as a matter of fact, but they were really, really great. So I ask questions, and I know there's not a lot of you on today. This is my first live, and we're not going to do a big long live today. I want to definitely get into some of what we do as a business and how we can help you and spread the word about that. And that's why I'm going to do lives. And I'm going to be asking people over the course of time what kind of topics they want to talk about. But this is just one of my favorite topics. I always feel that, whoever you are, whatever it is you're about, don't try to be someone you are not. Teach your friends that, teach your family that. The minute you let go of all that and accept who you are, figure it out first. If you don't know who you are, start to make that discovery. What do I really want? Do I really want to be rich? What are my values? Once you kind of know your values and what you want, you're going to be able to kill it in whatever business you're in or whatever it is because you're not looking for everyone. It's a lesson we hear all the time. It's a joke we tell in every networking group. A woman comes in and she's in skincare. We always use this one because it's a great example. And we say to her, what's your avatar? Who's the person you're looking for to sell to? And invariably, one of them, especially the new ones, will say, anyone with skin. And that's a typical joke in networking, right? But that's not true. Most men aren't going to probably buy their skincare product. Some will, but they may have a product just for guys and say, look, I'm aiming at them. And that's different if you can aim at that one thing, right? But they're always that you have to narrow down your tribe and the people that will come to you. And if you are looking for a specific kind of person, it's very often one that reflects who you yourself are. And it doesn't have to be that. You don't have to only work for or work with people. You might be a Republican and hate Democrats, but they got money, you're going to take it. Same way around, same way. You don't have to agree or like everything. There's got to be a common thread, something that you find. And once you know who you are and you present yourself to be that authentic person instead of presenting and being someone else, then you will, those people will come out of the woodwork to be with you. They're going to come to find you and only you. Are you still, those of you that were still with me, if you don't mind to type in the chat box what it is you do for a living? I would appreciate that. Daisy, I think you can tell us if you want to just put in the chat box if you're still there, what you do. So that would help us to know. But whatever it is that you're, the businesses that you're in, whatever kind of thing you're in, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what you're selling. It doesn't matter how good, I hate to say this, that it really doesn't always matter how good the product is. It does matter that you know what you're doing. But if you can find the people who think you are exactly what they're looking for because they connect with you and your authentic self, you're going to find a tribe like nobody's business, and they will bring their people with them. They're going to go out and get other people who are just like them, and they're going to say, "You've got to meet Lil." I can't tell you, I've written a ton of books. I'm a ghostwriter, and that's one of the things I do. I write a lot of books, and I can't tell you the referrals I get. It's constant. Sharon is a referral from a guy I wrote fiction books for. Didn't really think fiction was as much my thing, and then we wound up writing this great book together. I'm working with a woman right now who I'm writing a memoir. Who I wrote a memoir for her, one of her best friends. They referred me. Your tribe comes. They just show up when you're you, when you don't try to be somebody else. And if you feel like you're struggling with that, just feel free to hit me up. If you ever feel like I just want to talk to somebody about, I can't seem to find my center. I can't figure out how to say to people, this is who I am, and I'm finding myself, trying to pretend or trying to work with people I'm not comfortable around or whatever it might be. Just feel free to hit me up on Facebook, friend me on Facebook, be my buddy, and ask me questions. We're gonna do a live like this every Thursday. Once again, please check out our websites. Our main website is longbarcreatives.com, longbarcreatives.com. And on there, you'll find all of our businesses. We own Ghostwriters Network, which is ghostwriting and publishing. We own Virtual Creatives, which is WordPress website builds. And we own GFed Design, which is a fantastic design company. We put them all together under the Longbar umbrella, and pretty much anything you want or need, we can help you with along those lines, and including, of course, business consulting and consultation and coaching. So if you got a new business, a business you're struggling with, please, by all means, check in with us, and we'd be happy to talk to you about anything, anytime, just because that's what we do here at Longbar Creative Solutions. So that's my live for today. Like I said, we're just going to do about 15 minutes or so, and I think we're right about there now. So I appreciate all of you who did stop by, and please come by again. All right. Thanks a lot.